This is the Roulette Master, and if you're new to my channel, please subscribe by hitting the red subscribe button in the lower right hand corner. Also ring that bell for notifications because I have new content releasing every single day of the week at 8 a.m. And for today's video, this is one sent in by Lenny Abraham, who has had a lot of really good videos that have been called in, like Roulette Lenny is a Genius and a few others. So let's see what he has for us today. And this is a 1 dozen strategy. And if you're familiar with his other really popular strategy, it's 2 forward, 1 back on 2 12s. Well, this one is going to be reverse of that on 1 12. So let's see how it works. And let's start with $10 on a single 12. And let's start with the one that's been the longest since it's hit, which would be second 12, and spin. So these are $10 units. Okay, we won the first one. We're up $20. So we're gonna, let's switch that to the one that's been longest since it's hit, which would be first 12. Alright, what a good start. We're already up $40. And Lenny doesn't have a stop win. He just says play until your winnings are enough to satisfy you. So now we'll do third 12, which is the longest since it's hit for that 12. And once we get some losses here, you'll see the progression. Okay, so we have a loss. So on losses, he goes 1 unit 1 unit back, or 1 unit forward, I'm sorry, and then 2 units back on wins. And so that's the reverse of his other strategy with 2 12s. And that means we're going to go to $20 instead of 10. And obviously sometimes you can't go 2 back if you're already at 20. But okay, so we're going to go 1 up again. So we started at 10, we went to 20, now we're going to 30. Okay, so now it's time for a $40 bet. You can see we're minus 20 right now. But let's see how this progression works when we go both directions. Okay, we lost again at 40, so now it's time for 50. Because again, going up 1 unit every time we lose, 2 back when we win. Okay, we lost again, so now we're going for 60. You can see we're actually minus 110 right now. So let's see if we can climb back out of that with this progression. Okay, so we won, and that was a $60 bet. So that means we go back to 40. And the longest one since it's hits the second 12. And here we go. And with most of his systems, you just have to work your way back the other way before you cash out. So let's see here. So we lost at 40, so we're back. Now we're at 50. We're going up 1 unit after each loss, back 2 units after each win. Okay, we lost at 50, so now we go to 60. Okay, we got it. So that means we go from 60 back to 40. We're up $40. And we need to switch. So now we're going to go to first 12, which is the longest since it's hit. Okay, and we lost, so we'll go to 50. Okay, we have a win at 50. Now we're back up to $100 up. Now we're going to go back to 30. And the longest since it's hit, it's been third 12. And like I said, once you work your way back that's a good time to cash out before it goes back up again. Okay, so we lost at 30, so we're at 40 now. Okay, now we're going to go to 50. We're up $30. Okay, we lost again. So we lost at 50. Now we're going to go to 60. Okay, we lost there at 60. So I enjoy the challenge of trying to come back though, because we're at minus 80 now with a $70 bet. If we get a win, we'll go back to 50. But we lost again, so we'll go to 80. We're minus 150 right now. But I'm glad we're having a losing streak as well, because you should see how much you'll be down if you have bad luck. Okay, we lost at 80. Now we're going to 90. And you can see how long it's been since the third 12 is hit. It's been, I don't know, at least 11 or 12 in a row. So let's hope we're going to hit one soon. We have not. So we're going to go to 100. We're minus 320 right now. So this is starting to give you a good idea of how much you need to play this system. Okay, we finally got a win after probably like 13 in a row losses. And we hit 200. And we're minus 120. So you can see we bet 100. And that means we go to 80. And we're going to switch to the second 12, which is the longest since it's hit. You could also play a follow the winner system or something if you'd like. I'm just using it with this. He didn't specify which ones to put the bets on. So you can see we lost there at 80. So now we're at 90, and we're still on second 12. We need to get some consecutive wins here before we cash out. Okay, now we're getting the third 12s. So now we're at 100. We're minus 290. We need to work our way back the other way. Okay, we lost at 100. Now we're going to 110. So we're minus 390 right now. And we lost again. So now we're going to 120. We're minus 500. So we're going to have a good idea of how much we need here pretty soon. And let's hope we get some wins. We lost 120 there. We're minus 620 total. So we're at 130. Okay, we finally got one. And you can see we've had really bad luck on those last two sessions. The last time we went about 12 or 13 without hitting, and then the only second 12 on the board is the one we just hit. So let's see if we can climb out of this, because if you could climb out of it after this bad luck, you can climb out of about anything. So I'm looking forward to the challenge. So that was 130. We won, so we're 110. And the last one, the one that's the farthest since it's hit was the first 12. So we're going to go from 130 to 110, 2 back on every win. And we need to work our way back the other direction. But we lost that one. So now we're back up to 120. And let's see if we can get some wins. Lost again. Okay. So now we're going to 130. And like I said, you don't have to play this longest since it's hit method. He just specifies what the progression is. So lost again. It's almost like we're hitting all the ones that we lost multiple times on. So one thing you could also do is bet on the ones that haven't come up out of everything that's showing, and that would still be the second 12. We're minus 720. We got to go from, you can see that was $130, that last bet, so we're going to 140. And if we could get some consecutive wins, I think we could get it back. Okay, now we're going to 150. Lenny's systems are great because you never reach the table maximum for bets. Let's see if we can still work our way back after about the worst luck I've seen. So now we're minus 560. We bet 150, so we're at 130 now, and we're back to third 12. Because if we can climb out of this, we can climb out of about anything. You just need the bankroll to do it. And we haven't had any consecutive wins until right now, except for maybe the first bet or two. So now we're minus 300, and the last bet was 130, so the next one will be 110. And we're going to bet on, let's see, it's time for second 12 from 130 to 110. And let's hope we can get a couple wins in a row here. Oh, and I think we just missed it. Yep, so we're going from 110 to 120. We're minus 410. But you need to realize too, even though we've had really bad luck and we're way down, that you can also make a lot of money with this system if you have good luck. So we lost at 120. We're going to 130. We lost at 130. Now we're going to 140. And let's see how much we're down now. 660. Lost again. Oh no, we got that one. Okay. I was losing so many, I just got used to it. Sorry about that. Okay, we bet 140 and we won, so we're going back to 120. And it's time for third 12. I'm still excited about trying to get out of this hole here and then getting some profit on the other end. And it's good to pay attention to the most we've been down so far. We lost there at 120, so we're going to 130. And obviously we just need to get some consecutive wins before we can get back up again. I think we got one there. Yep, we did. So we bet 130, so we're going back to 110, and we're only down 240 now. So maybe we can climb out of this. Let's see. Okay, we're going back to first 12. All right, we finally got some wins in a row. Okay, now we're only down 20 bucks. Okay, so we bet at 110. So that means the next bet's going to be 90 and should be second 12. Okay, we lost. So that means we go from 90 to 100. And we're minus 110. We lost again. So we're down 210 again. We're going from 100 to 110. Again, up 1 unit when you lose, back 2 units when you win. And you can see the last one was $100. We're going to 110. Let's go. Okay, lost again, so we're going to 120. Minus 320. We lost again. Now we're going to minus 130. I'm sorry, to 130 on the next bet. We're minus 440. Lost again. So our bad luck is starting to continue again, but I'm not giving up. We're minus 570. We're at 130, so now we're at 140. And again, the nice thing is you're not reaching the table maximum, so you're going to eventually have a chance to come back if you have a large enough bankroll. And this is about the worst luck you can have with what we've been doing. I think I've shown you like at least 4 or 5 times where the one that we're betting on isn't even showing on the entire left-hand side of the screen. So now we're going to go from 140 to 150. And let's see if this progression, if we get any luck at all, will actually bring us back again. Okay, we got a win. We're minus 410. We're going to go from 150 to 130. Lost again. And now we're going to go from 130 to 140. And here we go. I think if we could just win like 3 in a row, we could get back. We continue to lose. We lost at 140, minus 680 total. Now we're at 150. Okay, another loss. Now we're at 160. And I bet we're getting down pretty good now, 830. So that, I would say, around a $1,300 startup would probably be sufficient for this one. That's similar to what you'd use in martingale. The difference is in martingale, you hit the table maximum, and then you're done. So let's see what we got. See if we can get some wins in a row. Okay, we got a win. We're minus 510. We're going to go from 160 to 140 on second 12. Come on, let's go second 12. Oh, we missed it. Okay, 140 to 150, and we're going to still be on second 12. And we're minus 650. Okay. So we're minus 800, going from 150 to 160. Okay, I think we got a win. Okay, so we're minus 480. We're going from 160 to 140. And let's go back here. We'll stay with it for what we've been doing and betting on the one that's the longest since it's hit. Eventually, it should start. We should get something in a row, which we finally got 2 in a row. After all of this bad luck, we're minus 200. The bet was 140, so we're back to 120. And should be a third 12 bet. All right, we finally got something in a row. We're back up $40. You can see we were at 120, so that means the next bet is going to be 100, and it should be second 12. Come on, second 12. And we got it. So after all that time, we finally got some consecutive wins. We won $240 after being down $800. So that gives you an idea of what you need to start with if you're using $10 units. If you use dollar units, just divide that by 10. I really do think this is a good system. I just think I had the worst luck possible, but just hung in there with a large startup fund. And all we would have needed tonight would be 1,000, but I would recommend 1,300 just in case. But the nice thing is, as with all of Lenny's systems, you don't hit the table maximum. And thank you, Lenny, for sharing this one. I wish it had gone a little bit better, but we ended up winning $240. So like most of your systems, if you're patient, if you have a large enough bankroll, and you stick with your system, they do usually come back. So thank you for sharing this. I appreciate it. And for those of you out there that have systems, I would love to see them. Please please email me or message me if you have a system, and I would love to showcase it on the channel. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I'd really appreciate it if you would subscribe to the channel. That helps me out a lot. And this is the Roulette Master, and have a great day, guys.